morning, students. Welcome to the computer class of Java. Today, we will discuss chapter 10, nested for loops. And today we will discuss the objectives that are labels, nested for loop with break statement, nested for loop with labeled break statement, nested for loop with continue statement, and nested for loop with labeled continue statements. So start with topic. What are labels? Labels are named blocks in a Java program. The syntax is label colon statement, where the label is any valid Java identifier followed by a colon. For example, to add two numbers, we can create a block and give it a name that is add. Now see the syntax like my block 1 colon curly bracket start statements, my block 2 colon curly bracket start statements, then inner loop, or you can say the inner curly bracket closed and then the outer loop will be closed. Now we will discuss nested for loop with break statement. As we know that break statement terminates the execution of a loop, we can also use the break statement in the nested for loop. Nested means a loop within a loop. However, the break statement will terminate the loop it is a part of. That means the break statement in an inner loop causes the termination of inner loop. Similarly, when the break statement is used in an outer loop, it causes the termination of outer loop. Now, we will discuss nested for loop with labeled break statement. As we know that the break statement terminates only the loop that it is a part of, therefore break statement in the inner loop will terminate the inner loop only. The outer loop remains unaffected. If we want to jump completely outside of a nested for loop, then you use a labeled break statement which has the following syntax: break, label, semicolon. The break statement terminates the labeled statement. It does not transfer the flow of control to the label. Now, we will compare the syntax of break statement with labeled break statement. See, for loop start, then curly bracket, statement, then again for loop, that is inner loop, and in the curly bracket we can write the break statement, and then inner bracket will be closed and then the outer loop will be closed. Similarly, in the label break statement, firstly the label we will write followed by the colon, for loop start, curly bracket start, then loop statements, for inner loop will be start, curly bracket start, then break, label, semicolon, curly bracket closed, and then outer bracket closed. The only difference between two is in the break statement, only the break statement will come followed by a semicolon, and in the labeled break statement, firstly we will write the label followed by a colon, and then to terminate the loop we will write break, label and semicolon. Now we will discuss the programs with break statement and labeled break statement. See the students, we have written public class break loop, curly bracket start, public static void main, curly bracket start, that is main method bracket, for int I is equal to 1 semicolon, I less than equal to 5 semicolon I plus plus, curly bracket start, for int j is equal to 1 semicolon, j less than equal to 5 semicolon j plus plus, and here this j loop is inner loop and I loop is the outer loop. Curly bracket start, system dot out dot print round bracket start I plus double quotes start, double quotes close and semicolon. Now here we have to print the value of I, that is 1, and this loop will execute till the value of j, that is 5 less than equal to 5, till the time the value of I will be printed. then curly brackets close, that is inner loop will be closed. System.out.println, the cursor will move to the next line, and system.out.println statement will come inner loop complete. So see the students, in the inner loop the value of j is 1, and we will print system.out.print I, that is 1 will be printed. Again the value of j will be updated, that is 2. So 2 less than equal to 5, condition is false. System.out.print I, that again 1 will be printed. Again the loop is not false, the value of j will be 3. 3 less than equal to 5, condition true. Again 1 will be printed. Now j will change into 4. 4 less than equal to 5, again 1 is printed. Again the value of j will change into 5, 5 less than equal to 5, and again 1 will be printed. So when the value of j is 5, 5 less than equal to 5, and again when it will change into 6, the condition become false. So the cursor will move to the next line and the statement will come inner loop complete. Again the condition is there, if I is equal to 3, the value of I, if there is equal to 3, then it will break the loop. But now the value of I is 1, so again it will move back to the previous loop, that is outer loop. The value of I is updated, that will change into 2. Now I is equal to 2, 4 int j is equal to 1, again the j loop will start from 1, j less than equal to 5, and j plus plus. Now system.out.print the value of I is 2, and 2 will be printed 5 times till the value of j will become false. So 2 will be printed 5 times. System.out.println, cursor will move to the next line, and system.out.print inner loop complete. Now again the statement if check, if I is equal to 3. Now because here still the value of I is 2, 2 is equal to 3, no. So again it will move back to the loop and the value of I will change into 3. Again 4 int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to 5, j plus plus. Now again the value of I will be printed 5 times till the j loop will become false. So 3 times. So 5 times the value of I will be printed, that is 3, 3, 5 times. Then again cursor will move to the next line and system.out.println, it will execute inner loop complete. Now the condition is checked, if I is equal to 3. Yes, now the value of I is equal to 3. 3 is equal to 3, the condition is true. So it will break the outer loop, and system.out.println outer loop complete, the message will be printed and the program will be finished. Now the next program is public class break with label. Public static void main. Firstly the label will be there, outer loop colon. From the colon sign we can identify then it is a label. 4 int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 15, and I plus plus. Means this statement will execute till the value of I is equal to 15. Then inner loop 4 int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to 15, j plus plus. System.out.print round bracket start I plus, then there is comma for space, plus j. Now the loop will be terminate if j is equal to 4. When the value of j is equal to 4, so this loop will be finished. So it will print the statement system.out.println, now calling the break outer loop. So break outer loop, that break statement followed by a label, then curly bracket closed, system.out.println to move to next line, and system.out.println control transfers on calling the break outer loop. So firstly the value of I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 15, and I plus plus. 4 int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to 15 and j plus plus. So system dot out dot print the value of I is 1 and value of j is 1. So it will print 1 comma 1. So condition is checked if j is equal to 4. This condition is false. Again it will move back to the previous loop. The value of I is 1 and the value of j is 2. So it will print system dot out dot print 1 comma 2. Again the value of j is not 4. So again it will update the value of j, that is it will print system dot out dot print 1 comma 3. Again the value of j is not 4. So it will move back to the loop and it will print the value of I is same, that is 1, 1 comma 4. Now the value of j is updated, that is 4. So condition is there if j is equal to 4. Now 4 is equal to 4. So it will print the statement j is equal to 4, now calling the break outer loop. So after printing now break calling outer loop, the statement is there break outer loop semicolon. As the label is written outside the outer loop, so it will break the outer loop, means cursor will reach over there, that is outer loop colon. So it will break the outer loop and move to the next line, that is system dot out dot println semicolon, and it will print the statement control transfers on calling the break outer loop. As the purpose of label statement is here to break the outer loop, so cursor will move back outside the statement of inner loop and outer loop both. Clear students? So if we will compare both these programs, we can see that in the break statement, to break the outer loop, we have put the condition if I is equal to 3, then break semicolon. But in break with label statement, to break the outer loop, it has written the condition break outer loop. Outer loop means this is a label. So control will automatically move to the outer loop where label is written, and it will break the outer loop and come out of the loop and execute the statement that is written after the loop, that is control transfers on calling the break outer loop. Now we will discuss nested for loop with continue statement. As we know that the continue statement skips the rest of the statement in the current iteration and transfers the control to the next iteration of the loop, the continue statements can also be used in a nested for loop. The continue statement in an inner loop causes skipping the rest of the current iteration of the inner loop, and the outer loop remains unaffected. Similarly, the continue statement in the outer loop causes skipping the rest of the current iteration of the outer loop. Now we will discuss nested for loop with labeled continue statement. If we want to completely skip rest of the current for loop, then you can use a label continue statement which take the following syntax, that is continue label semicolon. Note that in the labeled continue statement, control is transferred to the named block. Now we will compare the continue statement with label continue statement with the help of syntax. For followed by a statement, outer loop starts, for again followed by a statement, then curly bracket start, that is inner loop, continue statement, semicolon, inner loop closed and the outer loop will be closed. Similarly, as we have done in a labeled break statement, in labeled continue statement, firstly label will be there followed by a colon symbol, for followed by a statement, curly bracket start, for again followed by a statement, inner loop starts, continue followed by a label, that is semicolon, and from here the control is transferred to the label. Then inner loop will be closed and outer loop will be closed. Now we will discuss the program with continue statement. So see the students, public class continue loop, public static void main, for int I is equal to 1 semicolon, I less than equal to 5 semicolon I plus plus curly bracket start. So here is the condition. If I is equal to 3 continue semicolon means if the value of I is equal to 3, the cursor will again move to the starting of the for loop. Then there is inner loop for int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to 5 semicolon j plus plus curly bracket start system dot out dot print the value of I will be printed curly bracket close. So here the value of I is equal to 1. So it will move to the inner loop, that is int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to 5, j plus plus. System dot out dot print the value of I will be printed, that is 1. Again the value of j will be updated, that j is equal to 2, 2 less than equal to 5 condition is true. System dot out dot print again the value of I will be printed, that is 1. So the 5 times the value of I will be printed till the time the condition of j will become false. Then system dot out dot print the cursor will move to the next line and system dot out dot println inner loop complete will be printed. The value of I will become 2 now. The second time the I plus plus the I is updated, that is 2. So again the condition is checked if I is equal to 3. Now condition is still false because the value of I is 2. Then for int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to 5, j plus plus. System dot out dot print I will be printed, that is 2. So again 2 will be printed 5 times till the j loop will be false and it will system dot out dot println the cursor will move to the next line and it will be printed inner loop complete. Again the value of I will be updated, that is 3. Now it will check if I is equal to 3. Now the value of I is 3, 3 is equal to 3. So the cursor will not move further, it will follow the continue statement and again reach over the starting of the loop. Now again the value of I will become 4. Now if I is equal to 3, 4 is not equal to 3 and again the loop of j will start from 1 and it will print 5 times the value of I, that is 4. Clear students? And after that it will move to the next line and it will print inner loop complete. Then again the value of I will become 5 and the j loop will be start from here, that is j is equal to 1, j less than equal to 5 and 5 times the value of I will be printed, then inner loop complete. And here again if the value of I will be updated, that is 6, the condition will become false and at the last it will be printed outer loop complete. Now if we will discuss the break statement also here, the break statement break the loop and the continue statement will take the cursor to the starting of the for loop. Now we will discuss the continue label statement. Public class continue label, public static void main, curly bracket start, outer loop colon. So outer loop is a label for int I is equal to 1 semicolon I less than equal to 4 semicolon I plus plus curly bracket start for int j is equal to 1 semicolon j less than equal to 4 semicolon j plus plus. Now there is a condition if I is equal to j, then continue outer loop means when I and j both are equal, the cursor will move to the label, that is outer loop, and it will not print the value of I and j. So if we will start the program, that is I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 1. So condition is true, both I and j is equal to 1. So continue outer loop, the cursor will again move to the label and again update the value of I. Now I will become 2. So for int j is equal to 1, j will again start from 1, j is equal to 1, j less than equal to 4 and j plus plus. Now if I is equal to j, now here I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 1. So system.out.println, the value of I and j will be printed, that is 2 and 1. Now again, if we will update the value of j, that will become 2. Now again the I is 2 and j is also 2. Again the condition is true. So again the cursor will update the condition, that is continue outer loop, and it will move the cursor to the label, that is continue outer loop. Now 4 int I is equal to 3. Now value of I will be updated, that is 3. 4 int j is equal to 1. J less than equal to 4, j plus plus. Now I is 3 and j is 1. So the value of I and j will be printed, that is 3 and 1. Now again the value of j will be updated, that is 2. So 3 is equal to 2. The condition is false, and system.out.println, the value will be printed 3, 2. Now the value of j will be updated, that is 3. Now again the condition is true, 3 is equal to 3. Condition true, then again the cursor will move to the label, that is outer loop. Now the value of I will be 4 and value of j will be 1. So it will check 4 is equal to 1. The condition is false, and it will print the value of I and j, that is 4, 1. Now again the value of j will be updated, that will become 2. Now 4 is equal to 2, condition is false, and it will print 4, 2. Again the value of j will be updated, that is 3. So 4 is equal to 3, condition is false, and it will be printed the value of I and j, that is 4, 3. So again the value of j will be updated, that is 4. So 4, 4, the condition is true, and it will again move to the cursor, that is outside the loop, that is outer loop. Now if we will again update the value of 5, I is 5. 5 less than 4, the condition is false, and it will print the message finish outer loop. Clear, students? Now if we will compare both these statements, here the condition is there, if the outer loop, that is I is equal to 3, that is true, the statement will continue, means take the cursor to the starting of the for loop. And here the condition is there, if I is equal to j, means both outer and inner loop are equal, then continue the outer loop. Clear, students? And when outer loop will become false, it will print the statement system.out.println finish outer loop. So students, today we have discussed what are labels, nested for loop with break statement, nested for loop with label break statement, nested for loop with continue statement, and nested for loop with label continue statements. So students, revise the topic, do the practical practice, and in the next video we will come with next topic. Thank you very much.